Hello everyone, this is Miss Gail at Georgia Peachnut Garden. How are you doing today? I am showing you and sharing with you what we planted on 12/6/24, the lettuce. This is 12/18, that was 12 days ago, I believe, if my math is correct. And the lettuce has actually been up for a while. It actually came up maybe 7 or 8 days ago when I first saw it. But look at there. So this is to let you guys know that this method definitely works and you can do this. Now, taking the top off, because it is 70 plus degrees here in Georgia and there was a lot of condensation, and this is good and wet. So when the weather gets to the point where there's a lot of condensation, you know, on the plants, on the soil, you can take the top off, but you have to be very mindful of the fact that you need to put it back on. If the temperature is dropping at night, like the temperature is going to drop tonight, I don't know if it's going to drop into the 60s, maybe the late 50s, I'll leave the top off. If it's dropping down lower than that, I'll put the top back on. But I took the top off because it is very good and moist, and you have to judge and go according to your zone, your grow zone, your climate, your ecosystem. Okay, nobody else, is yours. And you can make that decision. If you know you're going to go somewhere and not get back home in time to do it, or you may forget, put the top back on. And so this is the site that has the Malabar spinach. Malabar spinach does not like cold. So yes, it's going to be a while before it germinates, but I thought I saw something green right over in here. I think that's something green. So it's trying to come up, but it's going to be on the struggle bus for a minute because it doesn't like the cold. But as it warms up, we're going to see this pop up too, and I will bring you along. But we have great germination on the side where the lettuce is, and we will keep updated on what the lettuce is doing. Then I will transplant the lettuce. I'm going to clean all this out from old lettuce, transplant this lettuce over into here. So let's go this way to the other method that we were using for winter sowing. This method right here, of course, that we talked about, is the milk jug method. These are the beets, and they were planted 11/24/24. Now, you cannot see what's going on in here, but there are actually beets growing. And because beets have dark leaves, it would be hard for you to see them. They're not like a bright green, excuse me, but they're dark burgundy and red. So you won't be able to see them probably in another week. When they come up a little bit more, I go on ahead and cut around here just for you so that you guys can see. Then I'll seal it back up. This one over here is a French breakfast radish, and it was done the same time. Now let me see. I don't see, oh yeah, I see some green, but it's barely coming up. You have to remember, once again, this is winter sowing. Cold weather slows down the germination process. It almost brings it to a halt, depending on how cold it is. These are the onions that I stew layered or ground layer, however you want to put it. I have not come back out here to deal with them yet because I just haven't. I don't owe any explanation. But I see what somebody has come, probably my birds, because they ain't going nowhere, and decided to have some fun. And what you're doing is covering the roots and do a little pulling. That's all right. But I will get to these. But the most important thing is you see they're still green. They're still green, so they're still alive. This one's on the struggle bus a little bit, but it's still green, still alive, just waiting on them to stand up. This one here, still green, just waiting on them to stand up. That's all. So this is what happens a lot of times to a lot of us when we are transitioning from one season to the next, and it looks a mess. And so I have to come and do this when I have a chance, but I'm not going to stress out. If it don't bother me, it shouldn't bother nobody else. I'm working on it section by section. I'm working on this section over here. I'm going to take this lacinato kale and I'll bring you along with me. Ooh. This has been in here for a while and transplanted into that black container. And then I fix up this corner. I just start over there, and then I go next thing and the next thing. You work it a little bit at a time. Don't drive yourself crazy. You know, you have things to do, things happen in life, and you know, you just have to go with the flow. This is what we planted. I think it was yesterday. It's kind of perking up. This is the kale, different kinds of kale, and it's acclimating to its environment. I can take a short-rooted vegetable and put it over here like an onion, a radish, beet, or something like that. And the reason why it has to be short-rooted is because this is fluted, so it comes out into like a bell. So if you put something here, it's going to hit here. The further towards the middle you put it, the deeper it can go. But if you have something short that has a short root, then you can put it here. And as this grows up, I can actually raise up this soil level and comfortably put some radishes and things like that over there. And that's how you make better use of your space. But these have perked up, and I did not cover them. I said I was going to cover them, but then I changed my mind because it didn't get down like low. And I said, well, these are brassicas. They should be all right. You know, you can acclimate brassicas if you want to, but I decided, let me just see. And so far, so good. But when it goes down, it's going to go down to 20s and 30s because they are still new. That's going to be this week. So they'll still be new. I'll come out here and I will cover them up and give them some extra protection. So let's go around this way to these beautiful, look at here. Look at our ruby red grapefruit. Now this comes from me not covering them properly, and they got frostbitten because I had the cover sitting directly on them, and it got down to 27 degrees, and I should have done better than that. But I'll show you a better way to, there's so many different ways you can cover your fruit. I'm going to show you another way. But anyway, so this is no biggie. It happens when you just come and throw something over something real quick. But look at here, y'all. And I know if I put this in the ground or even put it in a larger container, it will bear more fruit. But right now, I don't need it right now. We're good. It has about 6 on here. Yeah, 5, and I see 1 at the bottom. I'm going to turn this so that this can get some of that sunlight because it's greener than the other ones. But I'm just so happy because I'm still new at growing grapefruits. I think this is my 3rd year. So I'm very happy. So anyway, oh my God, my peach tree is getting confused. Look at here. It is actually trying to peach out, fuzz out, because the weather is so crazy. It's trying to wake up. No, you can't do that. Anyway, I just wanted to come out here and show you guys real briefly the process and the progress of the lettuce, and to let you know that it doesn't take long for lettuce. And also, but if you're in a colder climate, now it may take a longer time. It may take a longer time. But because we have this crazy fluctuating lows to 70s weather here in growing zone 8A, yeah, it's about like summertime out here now. So you guys, I will see you shortly, because we're going to come and we're going to plant this. And we're going to come, I probably won't have time today, and we're going to plant, this has been in here for 6 months probably. This is celery. I need to take that celery out. The celery needs to come out, y'all. It's a shame. But anyhow, we're going to do some more fall, winter planting. And I just wanted to keep you updated, keep you posted, keep you hopeful. I will remember to come back out here and put a cover over here. Now, one thing I do want to say before I go, I just did two things. You can do the whole bed with just one item. You can do the whole bed with just two items. You can do the whole bed with 4 items. You can go here and here, and you have 4 sections. You can actually do 6 sections. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and have 6 things growing. You can grow your radishes in here completely, your lettuce in here completely. Anything with a short root, you can just leave it in here and let it grow up and, you know, feed off that. Or you can just use it to grow your seedlings up and transplant it somewhere else. You can actually put 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can have 8 things in here growing for winter sowing. Just divide it just like I did here. Put a divide in there, right on there in the date. And when these come up, I'm going to start taking them out. I'm going to transplant them here. And I can put something else here. So just a thought, just a food for thought. So anyway, this is Miss Gail, Georgia Peachnut Garden. I will see you guys later. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to send someone over here, please. And we all need to be gardening. We all need to be gardening. Tell your family, tell your friends, we need to be gardening, okay? And I love you guys and happy holidays. And until we see each other again, happy gardening. And I'll see you in the garden. Bye-bye.